Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Bob Walters. That's Brett Grasso. This is Locked Up Sports. St. John's, the run is over. The dream is over. They lose a tight one to Duke last night. UConn gets a win. UConn and Duke will play for a spot in the Final Four tomorrow. 2 spots in the Final Four will be awarded today. Mets, Yankees underway. Yankees yet to give up a run. Mets. It's everything we dreamed of, Brett, with the Mets.
Oh,
and
Bob,
what's up?
Nobody believed me. Mark Mancini, where are you? I wish you were here with us. I said, what did I tell you? I go, when he leaves, Skeens is going to be leaving with a 6+ ERA and an 0-1 record.
Couldn't get out of the first inning.
God.
Bench with a home run. Alvarez on base 3 times.
Calculate that? They can't even calculate that ERA.
No, they can't calculate it, right? I don't think so, right? It's infinity.
Incalculable.
Right? Because how many? Well, no, you probably can, right? Because if he gave up 5 runs every 2/3, no. If he gave 5 runs every 2/3 of an inning, you probably can't calculate it. I mean, so it's like in the hundreds.
So how many? Yeah, no, because you have 27 outs. So you have to do, so you
every 2 outs he gives up 5 runs.
Right, there you go. There's your formula. And
you look at it like hundreds.
Today knows is you plug that right into ChatGPT and you find out instead of doing the math on your own. So boom, there you go, kids.
And I got something about
the
Citi
ERA
Field
in baseball because of the New York
worst ERA in baseball, yeah. And the center fielder, who's the O'Neal Cruz, who's Mancini's talking about, the ball's going all over the first inning.
And we all knew it. And I'm sorry, as a center fielder and as a player, and we all heard it off the bat. We knew it was hit good. We knew you have to take a step back.
Yeah, he froze.
He's the only one in the ballpark who didn't know that. And as soon as I saw him freeze, I was like, it's over his head. Every time.
Yeah.
It's the best thing you could ever see.
Because it was hit right at him. And a 3-run triple for Beatty.
He is the worst outfielder in all of baseball, clearly. And that's not a joke. No, not because of those plays, just in general. And so, you know what? You take it. Good teams take advantage of errors like that. And you know what? It wasn't because of that. The Mets had Skeens already on the ropes. Maybe he wouldn't have given it up like he did. He probably wouldn't have got yanked so early. But
they had to think with the pitch count. He threw like 30 pitches.
That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling, and especially when you were down 2-0.
2-0. I was worried.
2 runs, and Freddie Peralta. Now he can settle in after that.
It was the first 2 at bats. It was walk, 2-run home run.
He did give up another home run to Lowry, to Jed Lowry, the second one.
2
in a row, 2 at bats, 2 home runs, and good for him. But all in all, turns out to be a Mets victory.
Yeah.
And we got guys like Carson Bench, going out and boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Home run.
Did you see Howie Rose right after the game? Howie Rose tweeted right after the game. His tweet was, "I was just kidding."
That's funny.
That's great. It's great, right? It's great.
He's nervous. You got to listen. You got to do it for Howie this year. Do it.
It's the 40th anniversary of '86.
Oh, there's so much good stuff coming on this year. You go and they are, and they're going in. They have a couple guys that are going to retire their numbers early this year, and you look later, and we're going to have them do the Beltron after he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame as a Met, and then into the Mets Hall of Fame with his number into the rafters. It's what, and then at that point, I don't know what they're going to do, but who is it? Juan Lagares is going to have to figure out who's number 15. Lagares? I can't remember. I think it might be.
Oh, yeah, but Lagares is on the team.
That's hysterical. I'm sitting here going,
Roberts?
I was like,
or Taylor?
No, Tyrone Taylor. That's my
is he number 15? Maybe.
That's
okay,
That's my equivalent. That's one.
Yeah. No, but you can't wear the jersey. There's no buying out or anything. If you retire a jersey, it's retired. I don't like that.
There's no buying out. It's just over. No, he's got to change numbers at that point.
But they did with Jackie Robinson. They let them wear it. Like Butch Husky wore 42.
Well, no, but that's someone who's iconic. So they almost. I understand that, but in the Mets Hall of Fame, right away, you don't wear that.
You got to change it. You got to change it. Once the number goes up,
you're telling me it's up in the rafters at the top of Citi Field, and you're running around in it out there.
Yeah, no, and it's not like that. It's Tyrone Taylor.
First day, he makes a great play in center. Who made it? 15.
He's like, they already retired my number, so So they had the day off yesterday. Today, it's if I was gonna go if I didn't have work, but it's 86 replica World Series ring day.
It's not 86 and sunny though. I will tell you that much.
It's cold. It's cold.
It is 38 and probably in the 40s, cold and windy. Good luck. I know who's going. My friend, the co-supervisor over at the Riverhead Jail, Marianne, is there.
Yeah, it's a rough one to go to.
They love going. They want the ring. They want the replica ring. They love and they're gonna freeze to death.
I'd go get the ring and just walk out. Maybe I'll go up and get the ring.
Well, you got to get there early.
Oh, it's first 15. That was on everybody. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like when they do that.
You got to get there early to get it because there's only so many, and there's always a line. Hey, we'll be sunny.
Come on. You can't make 40,000 of the rings. You know they're plastic.
No, apparently not, Bob.
They're not like Balfour.
Bob, we're not here to win championships. We're running a business here, Bob.
Running a business. It's not cost them anything.
We're not here for
charging
$50
for parking,
Bob,
and there's no spots either.
Bob, $50 for parking is right, and there's no spots left.
There's no spots. Some people were sitting in traffic.
I told her that, and she was like, "Oh, should I take the subway?" I go, "Honestly,
yes.
I mean, yeah. Like
they have ferries coming.
Best way is you drive to either like Jamaica Station, and then you just hop on the subway from there. So if you don't want to do the whole deal, because people like to drive, like I don't like, so you hop in.
Or you drive it to Woodside or something.
That's what I said. That's what I meant. Drive to Woodside, drive to Jamaica. Hop right on from there, free parking. Yeah,
you don't want to be drunk because this getting slaughtered. Some people didn't get into. There was a lot of empty seats in the upper deck when the game started, and it was it was a sellout. So that's crazy.
No,
but
but they kept ringing them up no matter what. $50. I don't care if you show up in the ninth. $50.
Yeah, $50. And because all the down construction, and that's going to be going on for the next 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, if not longer.
It's going to just get bigger things going on.
Longer than that because it's going to go section by section. That whole area, they're going to have to redo everything that's underneath, Bob. So they're going to have to redo the entire infrastructure.
You still got to buy up all the chop shops too.
I'm talking all of it, Bob. So the park and the infrastructure is going to be built underneath. Is going to be it's going to be at some point like your only option is really mass transit. I guarantee you, at some point, it's going to be like. You can't really park at the stadium. You can park outside the stadium, but I don't even. I don't think I'm going to attempt to park at the stadium this year. I think I'm parking at the random spots outside.
Well, they give them to the season ticket holders get first bite at the apple for the parking passes. So a lot of them get them.
That's a scam too, though. You really want to go buy 81 parking passes?
No,
for the year?
And they give they cut like $5 off.
$20. No, they give them a pretty steep discount.
Oh, do they? Okay.
I will say that. So that I've learned, and the stuff they give, like my buddy Mike had it, and we were going for the last weekend, and he's like, I got so many points, I got so many this, they gave me this, and so he's like, no, you don't even buy it, and we go up to the thing, and it was like, here's your free dog, here's your free parking, and it was like he had so many, and it wasn't from buying it, it was like, so it's kind of like if you're involved in our thing, you're in this like incentive program.
Okay.
So, and it is significantly reduced. So they do make the reason why, but it's never a win. I'm sorry. Like baseball tickets to buy and parking tickets to buy is not.
It's a nightmare. And we'll get back at the end. I got something. The problem I got with the Mets. Let's do St. John's though. It ends last night. The run ends. Listen, nothing to be ashamed of. They get hold their heads high. Pray. Yeah. A lot of people bitch and moaning that Prey didn't get in the second half as much, but he doesn't play minutes like that. He he hit the shots. He had 4 shots. He had a great block. They had their 13-0 run. And that was when they needed to end it.
They were actually going to all of a sudden say, let's let Prey do this for us, because that's what always fails in the end.
Yeah. He wasn't going to go 8 for 8.
You're like, let's design the play so Prey. And you're like, wait, that's not your game. You know what I mean? Like, that's not your game. Like, take what you got out of it. Move on. And I totally agree. I was actually a little nervous they were going to lay a little bit too much on Prey. But let me tell you, what do you think? Let's go. We can go into like UConn. I'm sorry. St. John's is up. Duke.
I think when they had that 13-0 run at the beginning of the second half, they had them buried because Duke came out. They scored like 2 buckets. They scored 5 points right off the bat, a 3 and a bucket. And they were like, okay. And then St. John's went 13-0 run. And they're up like 9 or 10 points with like maybe 14 minutes left. That was the time they had them down. They had them on the ropes. They just needed to step on their neck and finish it. And they couldn't do it. They gave it all back. And then we came back quick.
It was like right there a 9-0 run or whatever it was.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? The kid was hitting shots. The kid
he calls a timeout after about a 6-0 run. They had knocked it down to about 5 or 6 points, and he calls the timeout, and they just couldn't help themselves. Like the way that they were keeping that game alive was defense. Well, that's the thing is it wasn't the offense. The offense was generated off of the steals, off of the defense, and so once that went away, and they weren't putting that same pressure on, they got on their heels once they went up 10, as opposed to putting the pressure on.
They couldn't handle that defense. They were all night. Nobody could handle that press.
And if you kept going with it, I really think it was. But all of a sudden they tried to slow the game down and not do more of the let's try and be aggressive and that's a killer in the game. You have to continue.
Yeah, but
to
they
play
couldn't
the game
because
no
one of
matter
the
what.
most aggressive
There
is
you go.
Darling, and he had 4 fouls at one point. So now he's going to get the 5th foul. That's why he pulled him out of the game.
Of course he is.
But that takes a lot out of you too, though. If you're playing defense like that every single possession, you get worn out.
And then towards the end of the game, all of a sudden they're supposed to be fouling. They don't foul early enough. They let them take little things like that. But that wasn't it. Now you go down. You have Darling. Something.
Yeah, I didn't like the shot. I didn't like it. I
don't like the shot either. He has a guy on the wing. Like that's kind of the point.
And it was way too far.
It was way too far. It wasn't even. No, it was a lot of it, man. It was, but it's just tough to watch it go down like that. Even then, that would have just been to tie to go to overtime. And all the other stuff
and listen, Duke was better. Boozer down said nobody could stop him. He's just plowing people over.
No, I know. Yeah,
and they didn't give him any help. They had Hopkins on him on Boozer, and he was plowing people over, going in, doing what he wanted. And then when you put Evans, who just raining threes, he got 25 points. And then the kid who got hurt, that came back, he was terrible in the first half. He was slow. You could tell he was slow. Second half, he was
always,
bam. Yeah, I guess he was
just
always
slow. Short. You're always like that. Exactly. Yeah, no, it's tough. So
I would have loved to see UConn St. John's though for a trip to the Final Four.
Talking about it. I know we were talking about it with Mark, and you were like, we have so many things we got to get through to get there. No, we didn't. We just needed to make 2 buckets. You know what I mean? Like, no, it wasn't. It was just a couple buckets, and you look at back and you look at the missed free throws. You missed a few things that look and you go, man, like there's certain things, or there was that foul that was late when they had so now it's late in the game. They should have fouled early in the possession, but now it's late in the possession.
Yeah,
and
you might as well play it out.
That gives him, and we were this close to playing out the possession by like 3 or 4 seconds on the shot clock. Like that's the killer. That's the one that right there was like, I really feel like their defense would have kept them in that game, even up until the last possession, because they still got to inbound the ball. It's not an easy task to inbound the ball versus St. John's.
No, nobody can do it. It's a big problem.
And so it was really tough because you knew they had it right there, and you knew they needed to be like up by 2 or 3, and they were just down by 2, and it was tough.
Yeah, man. It was close. It was close.
Good
it was
for them. Great season. Great job by Rick Pitino by fielding the team. It is it's not easy going year by year, having to go and pick the parts of other teams, of guys who didn't get a shot that should have, or guys who were unhappy that need to go transfer. And good for him, and hopefully he can keep this thing going. Because I don't know how many
years
he can,
because this is a whole new team from last year. Last year was a good team.
It takes a lot. The man's not a young man.
No, he's 73.
He's not. I know.
And he's not looking good. He's not looking as good as he's not looking good. You're right.
You can't name too many 80-year-old coaches out there, Bob, running the court.
No.
So you got 5-year window max.
Him and Izzo look terrible.
And if you don't think that matters everything in the world who your head coach is in today's society.
Yeah, when this 80-year-old guy comes and sits in your living room, he's like, I'm going to take care of your kid.
It's not even that. It's like having him is so important. Losing him and replacing him with somebody else who's some good coach, but nobody wants to come play for a good coach. They want to play for the name. They want to play for somebody who's going to put him in the NBA.
Yeah,
and that's the difference.
Because St. John's isn't in the name yet. They have to do this for like another 3 or 4 years.
Get you there, so you can turn and be like, I've been trained by Patino.
Yeah, like
and
Duke.
He was winning.
Duke, it doesn't matter who coaches. They're Duke.
Yeah,
St. John's ain't there yet. They need to win a title or at least get to a Final Four.
And
with
even
Pitino.
those guys, but those guys, so it's a great thing to see. They keep moving forward. Hopefully they actually, we would have liked to see a Final Four, but
it's tough to get to a Final Four.
I know, but you know what? I see. It looks like some consistent years of winning ahead for the St. John's Red Storm.
Absolutely. Now, do you think? Quickly, we got UConn and Duke. I think Duke is going to beat them. I think Duke is going to beat them.
UConn, baby. UConn all
Well,
day
you got them in your brackets, right?
I'm just glad I didn't have to decide. I got UConn winning this whole thing because I wanted to win it. And I decided the only way to win it was to take the team that most likely everybody else isn't going to pick. Because if you're down by 10 points, everybody else is chalking around the Final Four and the winner. And so if you do that, you got no shot. So I went UConn a little bit off, and I didn't even know if they'd make it to this point. So if they can knock off Duke, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Iowa, Illinois is interesting. Iowa's a 9 seed. The lowest seed to ever win the tournament was a 6, NC State with Valvano.
Okay.
So Illinois is a 3. Illinois is a Tennessee is in it too.
Anybody's got a shot. Arkansas is out now. Everybody's got a chance.
Tennessee and Iowa, the 2 low seeds.
Houston's
so 9 and a
out.
6.
I know. No, I know. It's Arizona, I think, is the team, right?
Yeah, maybe. I haven't even really seen Arizona play yet. This thing, and Purdue has been.
I heard it. All the other coaches said that's the team. Oh my God! If they do anything like this, nobody's beating them. So
Listen, it's gonna be good. They got 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. After tomorrow night, we'll have a Final Four.
So what's your beef with? So what do you got? What's your beef with the Mets? I got to hear this.
So you've probably seen this, right? It's the.
They always like this.
They've had the commercials before on it. It's the 999 challenge. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
You drink 9 beers.
Yeah.
Eat 9 hot dogs in 9 innings. Okay, the Mets are doing it. When I saw the commercial, I was like, "That's a weird thing for the Mets to be offering."
Last year, them talking about
like them offering it's a disaster, right? Because I'm thinking that's a disaster. Yeah. Like you're asking for trouble.
They did about it though. There was some.
So here's what they do. They sell you the kit, $60. Okay, it's got the beers along the outside. It's like a box, right? It's like a box that you open up. It's got the beers on the outside, and it's got the hot dogs in the middle. Here's the deal: it's 3-inch hot dogs. So the 3-inch little glizzies, they're not even full hot dogs. They equals to about and they give you
those?
9.
Oh yeah,
and they give you 1 tall boy.
And the cups,
and you split it within 9 cups.
That I got a problem with.
A problem, right? Because they make on the commercial, the guys like, oh, what do you get? You get bragging rights. Nobody's bragging about that. So it's like it's like 3 ounces in the cup, in each cup, in each beer.
No, that's no good.
No good. It's embarrassing.
Now, there are other ways. Like you can't expect them to put 9 cans in there or 9 whatever. But you get back into your tap roots. Like get back into pull the bud with the cellophane.
7 ounce or 8 ounce.
No, let's go full 1986
the cellophane
nostalgia.
With the cellophane.
So nostalgia. So I want the cellophane. So give me
over
9
the glass.
I'll even take little ones. 9 little cellophane ones.
They got to be at least 8 ounce.
Okay, that's fine, Bob. I'm not even going to argue ounces now with you because it's fine. But the 9 glizzies plus the little ones, plus some 9 short tap beers. Give me some crap tap. You know what I mean?
They don't want to be sitting there filling them up the whole time, though.
No, I don't
care.
Put
the cellophane over. I want the cellophane.
You only make so many kits, and you have one little stand with the kits, and you make right as the game. You right there. You make your 50 or 100 kits max. And you just have them. You got to make it cool and nostalgic. Not 1 tall boy and 9 little. And you pour it yourself. And tell them whatever, because you want to show up and then also be like, you know what? We're not doing a 9 beer challenge, Bob. That sounds stupid, right? Nobody is. Only some idiot on Instagram is.
No, but somebody's going to say, you know what? Let's do the real thing.
No, me, you, and our other buddies are going to sit down, and we're going to have 3 of us, and we're each going to have 3 hot dogs. We're each going to have 3 little beers, and we're all going to drink them in the first inning. Yeah. So it's perfect. But it's just the way they have it set up isn't designed for that. So I feel like they got to understand it's going to be split. You don't want any one guy drinking 9 of anything.
That's what I'm saying. But somebody's going to be like, you know what? Screw this thing. I'm doing the real deal. Because when I heard them advertise, I was like, who would advertise this? You're going to be disastrous.
You can't bring beer in, Bob. So you know what you do? You bring Jack Daniels, and you do the 9 little cups of Jack Daniels.
That's what I was thinking it was good. That's what I was thinking. I was going to say it should be like maybe a liquor shot, 9 shots.
Nice little, you make something nice. You even make, so you can bring in whatever you want. Plastic
but
bottle.
They give you, it's like, they're like plastic cups, so you keep the cups, whatever. But they give you a choice of either 1 tall boy, Coors Light, or Heineken. And you're pouring the can in these little, come on. Come on. That's embarrassing. I don't like it. It's embarrassing.
And that last one, the cold glizzy and the warm cup in the
but that's how it's supposed to be. No, because you're drinking the beer in an inning or 2.
No, it's a challenge, Bob. You're one for one.
You just got to finish it in 9 innings. Oh, it's supposed to do every inning. Okay.
It's a challenge. It'll be a new beer every inning. By the 7th inning stretch, Bob, you're supposed to have the greatest take me out to the ball game you've ever had in your life.
But don't you think people are going to go, I want to do the real thing? And then because you're gonna have people throwing up all over the place.
So that was last year's second half of the season. People were doing the real thing. Stadiums are just trying to cash in without giving them the extra alcohol. So
because it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Like if you try to do the real thing, think about Buddy Biggins.
But if you think about the numbers, if you said, Brett, you're gonna show up I'm going to give you 9 little glizzies and a tall boy. I'm like, that's a good game. Here's your $60.
Fair. $60, yeah.
That's a good game.
How much would it cost you to do the real thing?
Don't you tell me when I should drink this.
How much would it cost you to do the real thing? 9, what are they, $18 beers?
Now, not the big ones. That's not even realistic anymore.
Well, what do you get? What do you get? They only sell the big ones, right?
Okay, Bob.
Or do they sell 12 ounce?
If you were talking about 9 cans of any type of light beer, you know what I mean? 9 12-ounce cans.
Okay.
That's, Bob, you can't even be realistic about doing 9 tall boys in a game time. You're dead at the end. I don't know who's deciding. Like, there are people who can do that. We're not them.
No, I was just going to say, is there anyone who can do it?
In our heyday, we would have done it. Like, we would have done that.
Okay,
like,
so they sell 12-ounce beers at Citi Field. It's okay, so $16 for the 24 ounce. So it's $8 for 12 ounce beers. Can you buy 8? Have I been missing out on this? $8 for a 12 ounce beer?
They have tap beers at the bars. So the bars will have some tap beers over there.
Okay, so you go.
Give me a nice glass. There's a nice classy glass at the Piazza Club.
yeah. So and then the hot dogs are Citi Field price. Here we go.
Full size.
Yeah, full size. No, full size everything. If you were going to really do the challenge. So you go 8 times 9 is what? 72. 72 for the beers. And then $7 for the hot dog. 7 times 9 is 63. So 63 and 72.
Bob, we talked about this on the show last
175.
Year, Bob. No, you're wrong, Bob. Ready? $5 Tuesdays. $5 Tuesdays, Bob. Welcome to the $5 tap beer and all the hot dogs for $5.
Oh, here's what it says. Here's what it says when I typed it in. It says,
boom.
Special promotions are featured at Citi Field, such as $5 hot dogs on certain dates, or the 999 challenge, which includes 9 hot dogs as part of a $60 challenge. But they're not hot. They're not pigs in a blanket, but they're not hot dogs.
Bob, the best way to do it is $5 Tuesdays. You're at minimal cost. The ticket was cheap to get in. There's nobody around. We got this.
Are we gonna do it? Because I just came on here complaining about it.
All we got to do is pay for Biggin's ticket, and we're good.
No, yeah. Do you think it's possible to do a full?
Let's see, Biggins.
You think it's possible to do a tall boy 999 challenge? Tall boy, 9 tall boys,
possible.
9 hot dogs.
For me, but yes,
9 innings.
People, yeah. Not me ever in my life.
I couldn't make it through 3 of them. I couldn't make it through 3 beers.
No, I've seen people. I know people who could do that. Yes, I know. Yeah, my buddy JP could do it right now.
Really? Would you be carrying him out?
Yeah,
probably, right? Yeah,
but he'd be nice. He's a nice guy, but he's a nice guy. So, yeah. It's funny. I carried him out of a fight in Brooklyn, real bad, like Deontay Wilder fight, like crazy Brooklyn at Barclays, and he got so drunk. He were in the row where he's face first at the bottom of the row, like top. Like it's like steep the stairs.
Okay.
We were so drunk I had to put him in an Uber outside, and we took an Uber from Brooklyn back to save him.
What about the Tiger 999 challenge? 9 pills.
That's a good one.
9 blocks. Drive 9 blocks and 9 holes.
Yeah, and 9 holes. And 9 holes.
9 pills, 9 blocks, 9 holes.
And see how many trees he had lakes end up in.
The Tiger Woods 999 challenge.
He dropped his cell phone and was trying to get it in the passenger seat or between the seats.
He flipped the thing. He didn't get hurt either. And he's so obvious too because he got that and he's like, I'll give you a breathalyzer, no problem. They do breathalyzer. Like, how about a urine or a blood test? He's like, no.
It's not really my thing. Bob, how long?
I just peed.
Be honest here, and I won't even say there. How long have I been saying that Tiger Woods is a pill?
Yeah, but it's not that big of a shocker, right? He's been taking this stuff for years. He's got the back problems.
But it's shocking. No, of course not. But it's amazing to me that these guys ever once in their life get behind the wheel. Like, just sit in the back, have a good time, relax.
But why? He's clearly he's held it together. Like he didn't just become a junkie this weekend.
No,
he's been a junkie now for
hold it together when you're like that. Those guys
right.
can hold it together forever. So it's not even like that. And who knows what level it's at? It's probably went back and forth and back and forth and forth forever. He just does it behind closed doors. Yeah, every time he wants to get hurt, every time he needs more pills, he just rolls a truck.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, Doc, I rolled another
Yankees haven't given up a run yet. There he already is better than everybody's. So Mets today.
Mets World Series.
Mets today, 4 o'clock. Peterson today, McLean tomorrow. I would have swapped it. I would have said McLean put him too, but whatever.
They're trying to give McLean that you're not too big, take it easy. You're all right. We're not trying to give you all the pressure. I'm telling you. And the best part is they want to split it up it's like having an ace, someone in between, and another ace. So this way you're always, no matter who you face, you got an ace coming. So
Peralta wasn't great. Peralta wasn't great, though. I
don't take anything on opening day for anything. Opening day is nerves, all the other stuff, new uniform, rough first inning, lot going on. Good for him for battling. It worked out just fine.
So we got here real quick before we go. Mets starting lineup for today.
Let's see
this is today. Lindor leading off.
Like it.
Soto in left field. Bichette hitting third at third base. Polanco again at first base.
Okay.
Roberts Jr. hitting fifth. Beatty, the DH again. Simeon, Benj, Alvarez. So Benj is already moving up. Up in the lineup.
How many lineups that were almost the same did we ever even see last year? Almost never. I like consistency. I like to see that we won. We had good offense. Do it again, boys.
Yeah, I don't like Polanco in I'd rather switch that around. Beatty though, Beatty's hitting.
You'd rather have Alonso in there?
Yeah, no, but look, Benj is already moving up.
He is already game 2.
Benj is moving up. Benj started in the 9 hole last week. 2 days ago. Today he's in the 8 hole, so he's already moving up.
No.
Yeah, I think he did. We'll see. But
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. They flipped him. No, they actually had him at the bottom. Alvarez.
Oh, did they? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, so that's it. Hey, Alvarez got 3 hits. Yeah, a home run.
Home run.
Our 8 and 9 hitters are our power hitters.
No joke. That's not fun to see. Not fun. And our number 3 pitchers are ace.
So, our number 3 pitchers.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Good luck. All right, so that's it for Brett Grasso. I'm Bob Walters. Let's see if we get another win today. Let's go, Mets. Great job, St. John's. Good season from the Brian Gunzel Studios. See ya.